Getting sure to be sure of your benefits. Sickness and maternity, I'll tell you about the rest of it. Survivors grant your spouse and kids get the best of it. Let me mention pension when you're 62. When you're done work hard and retire, this is what to do. Listen, this social security is working for all your benefits. Funeral grant to help every one of your relatives. Come register for this social security. Social security. So every time you get your pay, social security.
Welcome back to Island Tea with your faves, Kev Allen, as I'm featuring Jake, Gwen Johnson, and it's time to jump into conversation with our friends from Social Security. Welcome and good morning.
Good morning. I didn't get my special greeting from you. That's so not like you.
Oh, because me, I was there this time.
All right, I'm here. Good morning. This is Camila Lawrence, Public Relations and Customer Service Manager at Social Security, to bring you our monthly wrap-up. Short version this morning, but because you deserve a future, I am here to share just some little tidbits about what we're doing in the month of October. October is a month full of awareness. I wrote down 6, and I'm sure there are more. In October, we observe Breast Cancer Awareness, Month of the Elderly, Mental Health Awareness Month, Dyslexia Awareness, Miscarriage or Child Loss Awareness, and of course, this Financial Information Month. Social Security, we are concerned about all of them, and we would have partnered with some to ensure that we support in whatever way we can. For breast cancer support, we recently made a contribution of $500 towards the Essence of Hope Breast Cancer Foundation for their continued work in that area. And so we want to applaud them for their work, as well as highlight the work of other organizations such as Reach for Recovery and Pink Lily in Nevis, as well as all the other groups and individuals who make a pledge to support in whatever way they can. For the month of the elderly, we also made awareness posts about caring for the elderly and so forth. And because it's October, and financial organizations observe Financial Information Month, we did a bit more of media work. So we were on various radio stations talking about financial empowerment through education. This year for Financial Information Month, the theme is Innovation in the Face of Financial Adversity, Respond, Recover, Rise. Innovation in the face of financial adversity. We've all been challenged financially, more this year than last year for most of us, because we would have used our nest egg, our safety net, but now we're really on dregs. So how do we respond? How do we recover? And how do we rise? To observe the month and the theme, there were 3 sub-themes as well. One focused on digital transformation, the other about saving, and one about minding your business. Social Security was particularly interested in minding your business, how small businesses can stay afloat in tough times. And how do we stay afloat in tough times? It's been difficult. And so we want to encourage the self-employed, particularly the self-employed. Employers, you too. But if you are challenged, we welcome you to come and see us. And we know that you are challenged. We see the record that, you was a good employer, you were a good self-employed person with a good record, but now things are different and you've fallen behind. We don't want you to stay away. We cannot help you, and you cannot help yourself if you stay away. So we're encouraging you to come in and have a conversation with us. Find out how you can bring your record up to date, how we can talk about those fines and penalties, how we can even adjust your category, your wage category, because the time is coming up soon where self-employed persons, again, may change their category. As Em has said in the past, that we should consider leaving it open for somebody to make a change whenever they want to, but at least twice a year at
The max, yeah.
yeah. Instead of being honed into two specific months, being July and January. Yeah. So that is something we could definitely consider. And so we wanted to, in the meantime, until we get to there, and I'm going to assure you that we're going to discuss this seriously. This is the time of year when we do our strategic management planning and how we propose to move into 2022. So all the things that you would have mentioned, recommended, I have them noted, and I'm going to present them so that we could have some traction there. We want to make sure that business continuity, especially at a time like this, is easier for the self-employed and for the employers as well. So how do you mind your business? We need to ensure that we prioritize, we need to focus, we need to reset, we need to innovate. If it is that you need to use digital platforms to reach your audience, go right ahead and do it. There's so many more ways that you can promote your business without having to take on additional expenses. Facebook, Instagram, all the social media platforms, they're more than just for entertainment. You can use those to create some business presence online, as well as use the banking facilities around us. More and more businesses are offering online services. And I don't know how much more in love I can be with that app from National Bank. I guess I'm putting in a plug for them, but it has made my life so much easier where I can just transfer. So I'm certain that as a business person, you too can find out how you can benefit from this, and you're going to. You could call me to thank me. Yeah, but it's quite... Yeah, it's true. I mean, we need to innovate. Where you used to do all this manual labor, running up and down, going here and there, just click, send that money, get it dropped off, and so on. Because we need to social distance, but we still need to continue business. So use some innovation, recreate, look at your business model, strategize. You know what? Seek a mentor. Those are the things that you can do at this point to ensure your business continuity. And as we say, locally minding your business. So for the self-employed, we want you to come in and have a conversation with us. Employers, we're also encouraging you to come in and have a conversation with us. We've recognized that some employers are in fact still keeping their records up to date, and we want to applaud you for that. For those employers who have fallen behind, our doors are open, our officers are engaging, and we are really willing to support you as best as we could. We know it's difficult, and so we want to have that personal engagement to see how we could help you through this. Because if businesses don't make contributions to Social Security, in the end, we won't be able to pay benefits, and all of us going to get to a place where we need that Social Security benefit. I'm looking forward to when I get to age 62 or whatever age it would be, because as time progresses, life expectancy has increased and Social Security's current pension age would change in time. So I want to make sure when I get to that age, I have the integrity, because can work long and hard. I want to retire with a dignified future, knowing, okay, every month I am going to get my Social Security payments. Don't shortchange yourself as an employer. Don't cheat your staff. Self-employed persons, do what you need to do to take care of yourself. It's really, really sad to see after you would have worked, let's say you're a braider braiding here all these years, you're no longer able to braid here, or at retirement age, you have no income coming in. You have to rely on your children, and we know how that goes. Or you have to rely on other people to ensure that you have a meal, to ensure that your basic needs are met, to ensure that you can take care of yourself. So while we're young, let us put those things in place to ensure that we have that support when we retire. Now, we are also going in to the end of the year, and you can look forward to hearing more about our future plans for 2022. Recently, we would have published the 13th actuarial report, and that report studies or looks at the Social Security Fund over the previous 3-year period. It is done every 3 years. This is like what we were talking about before, some high science about the probability of Social Security and so on. So you're supposed to be interested. Go to our website, www.socialsecurity.kn, and read it. Read to understand your Social Security Fund. Read so that you can ask the questions that require clarity. Read so you have an understanding of what our Social Security Fund look like. There's no immediate alarm to say, well, tomorrow Social Security won't be able to pay benefits. But Social Security systems worldwide require some reform at around 30 years, and Social Security on St. Kitts is already 43 years old. So we need to be looking at how we can buffer, bolster, strengthen our Social Security Fund for years to come. So look at that 13th actuarial report. As a matter of fact, all the other reports are there from the previous years. So get to know your Social Security. It's important that you do this so that you can be enlightened about the state of your Social Security Fund. I think I would have covered all the little things I wanted to speak about today. So
amazing.
Yeah. On my time. Yeah. So I want again to highlight the theme for Financial Information Month. It's important that we consider our financial fitness. We are so engrossed in our physical appearance, but we need to be more concerned also about our financial fitness. So the theme focused on innovation in the face of financial adversity. Respond, recover, rise. Simply put, we got to face this thing that we're dealing with, and we can't just stay still. We have to respond. Respond means action. We have to recover. Okay, we ain't doing so good, but let's find a plan to move forward. We have to rise, because after this, we should be able to laugh and say, Corona, what Corona? We don't know nothing about no Corona. We've passed it. And so, as I wrap up, let us continue to practice those protocols. Wear your mask, wash your hands, social distance, and you know the time of the year is coming up where we really want to be close to each other. That's going to be a tough balance for some of us who like having tobacco for years now, right? So the time is going to come where we really need to adjust and say, does this really serve my purpose? How will this advance me? How will this help me? Social Security, until next time, take care of yourself, pay your contributions in full and on time. And if you can't do that, make sure you come to see us. Have a good day, everyone. Be safe.
Getting sure to be sure of your benefits. Sickness and maternity, I'll tell you about the rest of it. Survivors grant your spouse and kids get the best of it. Let me mention pension when you're 62. When you're done work hard and retire, this is what to do. Listen, this Social Security is working for all your benefits. Funeral grant to help every one of your relatives. Come register for this Social Security. Social Security. So every time you get your pay, Social Security.
Maybe it's the way the brilliant gold liquid reflects our sunshine, or how the bright blue of its label mirrors the clear Caribbean skies overhead. Maybe it's the fresh, crisp taste of this beastly cold beer on a scorching hot day. Maybe it's even the way it brings us all together. But one thing is for sure, Carib is very much a part of who we are wherever we're from in the Caribbean. Carib, it's the way we play. Drink responsibly.
Portsmouth's Value Mart IGA is helping you spend less and save more. How, you ask? Essential Everyday and Equiline. Spend less on our Essential Everyday products and get the best quality, the best taste, and the best value. Spend less for all your family health and beauty needs with the Equiline brand of over-the-counter products. Portsmouth's Value Mart IGA is helping you spend less with our Essential Everyday products and Equiline over-the-counter health and beauty care products. Shop smart and spend less at Value Mart, where price matters most.
Good morning, guys, and welcome back to Island T right here on Win Media SKN. And in studio with us, we have Rondon here from C&C Auto. Rondon, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
We good, right, Jade? Okay, Jade is somewhere in between good and great.
Well, let me see if one of these offers make her feel better.
Oh,
I guess what is just so like a giveaway for
no,
me?
I don't know about giveaway, but what I do know is whenever Rondon comes here, the information that he gives me makes me feel like I need to just go buy some vehicle or something.
I told you, right? What did I say this morning? Every time London is coming on the show, you know it's Christmas.
Well, I will have to say this. I've before we start anything, I do appreciate all the love you guys give C&C Auto. Every time I come here, you know, nothing but love. You've recommended people to us, so I appreciate it. Even part of your Win FM family has purchased cars from us.
Hey.
I'm making a car. Wow.
Not yet, Jade. That is why Rondon's here today.
But you have come by and shown support, both you and Azim.
Yeah.
Speaking of the other one, who, you know, those type of people who...
You're not here. You cannot hold this against him.
No. We in 2021. How many years has this been? So let me... This is my time. Let me get it off my chest.
Okay, Go ahead. I mean, he ain't here to hear you, eh?
It's all right. He could hear the recording.
That's true. That's true. Go
But
ahead.
I'm just saying, from the very beginning, from the inception of Honda days, the first person out the gate was like, you know what? I'm gonna come up by you. You've convinced me. You've had some amazing offers. Mind you, this is when I have not sold 0 cars. That's years ago. Right. We're now in 2021. I can tell you that we have gone into triple digits, and I still ain't see the man. I've increased my...
You're missing him.
Our offer...
Triple digits, you're missing him.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying to say, you know? The first one who said they were gonna come. Yeah. So I need to specify, because I said I appreciating love for Win FM.
Right.
So let me rephrase.
Everybody but
for most
of
Win FM.
Wow.
For most of Win FM.
Indeed.
Well, we appreciate those of us who are getting it. Appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. And I am already very excited to hear about what you have going on.
Well, we have a lot of special offers, and we also have a special announcement. I think Jade would have seen a little preview of it.
Offer unannounced.
Did I?
please. Offer unannounced.
Yes, we have something that will take our sales to the max.
What?
Come on.
Max it up.
Jade is like, Jade, you saw it. So
Listen, I've seen a lot of things in the past days, past few days.
I'm so excited. Let's go.
But getting down to
Yes.
business, yes, you know, as usual, next month we go into Happy Honda Days, where we offer sales and a couple of, I would say, amazing deals for our Honda CRV HRV City line from Honda. But now, coming into 2021, we've heard from the people and they said they wanted something a little bit more commercial, a little more rugged, a little bit more space, because, you know, coming out of a lot of discussions from 2020, 2021, as we call the bad years, a lot of persons have been going back into, okay, sustainability, farming and whatnot. So they wanted a vehicle that would accommodate them. So then we announced that part of the C&C Auto family is now Isuzu. And we're bringing the Isuzu D-Max
You like
2021 truck.
I like these as a trucks.
That is one of the best known brands for trucks.
Oh my gosh.
For both commercial and heavy industry. So you know you're getting a quality vehicle. Whenever we bring a vehicle, it is a quality vehicle.
Yes, indeed.
And one of the things I love about the D-Max, aside from its versatility, its durability, is that when we look at in terms of the features, we always want to make sure that those standard features that we have in all our cars are in the same in all of them across the board. So the same CarPlay, the same autopilot sensing, all of that is inside the D-Max as well for Isuzu.
Ooh.
As
So you get that
D-Max.
so you get that luxury and comfort, as well as something that can get the work done.
Indeed. See, watch it. You want to do, if you're gonna do hard work, you want to look good while doing it, eh?
Mm-hmm.
And be
I think
comfortable.
Jade has the video for the Honda D-Max. You could show it where we're talking.
Of course, I have the video for all of them.
Yeah, let me see some D-Max now.
Hold on now. Hold on.
Okay.
You slide up the D-Max, Jade.
All right, we're ready. Okay, all right, sorry. I play y'all a video.
One video.
Anyway, yes, look at the D-Max.
Okay, so for those of you who are listening on the radio, it's a very stylish vehicle. And there's a man with dump trucks.
Yes, I'm still trying to transition this over.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, it's not showing.
Well, this one,
There we
it's
go.
a 3-liter 4-cylinder, so you get about, I think it's about 187 horsepower for those people who know about cars. We have it in both diesel and gas,
Oh, nice.
so you have your options.
Nice.
You know, those who care about the environment might go with the diesel.
Yes.
It has strong fuel economy. As I mentioned before, it has the same features as we do across all our cars, such as for safety. So it has the autonomous emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, driver attention monitoring, so it can tell it when you're not paying attention to the road. For certain people in think it's, I'm not calling them, but yeah.
Yeah.
Forward collision warning, which is that I think is one of the most significant ones, especially when you're purchasing a car.
Yes.
When they're talking about the collision detection, because some cars the collision detection is only in the rear of the car. In this case, it's both the front and the back. It has turn assist. And this for all those people who just got traffic signs on an island. It has traffic sign detection, so it can tell. It does have the economy mode, so it will try and save the money when when it slows down, it'll stop and restart. And a lot of people are very invested in saving money.
Yeah, right. For sure.
The miles per gallon is good. One of these, this is not for anyone for Honda, but in general, and I'm going to say this to Jade, when it comes to the miles per gallon, when we're talking about that, for example, like the CRV, which has a 24 to 34 miles per gallon, there is a rated speed for those miles per gallon. So you'll see by like on the road versus in city. So there's a specific speed for that. So if you drive at that speed, you will get that mileage.
Right, okay.
Yeah. So she does always tell me I drive slow, but
She know you really think it?
I know. But I live on an island. Where am I
I'm
gonna
not.
go?
I no comments.
But I can tell you from both this, I've had been in the CRV, that I can go for probably 2-3 weeks without filling up if I go by the recommended. So I do recommend everybody who purchases the from us, you know, look at that manual. There's a lot of interesting features in there that not even I know. And the manuals are like that thick.
Right.
So there's a lot of features that you can learn about. Again, one of the ones that I speak, especially given the situation we're in with COVID and in terms of restrictions, you know, because we're having problems getting things. Fuel economy is important.
Yeah.
And all of them have that feature within them.
Nice. Well, I mean, I know I spoke to you a few weeks ago, just saying, you know, like, what about pickup trucks? And here you are with pickup trucks. So, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people who may be in the market, like you said. Persons are changing and, you know, kind of branching out in what they're doing. Farming, construction, small business, like all sorts of things. Like, yeah, this is a vehicle that could really add value to what you're doing. Exactly.
And part of when we did bring in the car, and one of the things we looked into was the conversion of the car. Because a lot of people, the pickup would be all they need. But say, for example, somebody's like, hey, I want to do a small business and I want to do a food truck. The car out of the box can be converted with aftermarket
parts.
Yep.
Nice.
So I'm aware that you can't. There's a food truck option in the aftermarket parts.
What?
There is a covered cab. So there's one that does a bus conversion, so you could do tourism if you wanted to.
What?
So there's a lot of options and flexibility with the D-Max. So
what you need to do is learn to drive and then get one.
As I said,
we tell everybody that can drive.
As a matter of fact, just get one and then learn to drive.
Were you repeating?
It inspire you. It'll inspire you to learn to drive.
So people don't tell you nothing, you know.
Because one of the main focuses with C&C Auto is we try to ensure that we have good customer service. So anything that we bring in, we always make that question of, hey, how is this going to improve the quality of life of our customers? What is there going to be that would take them to that next level? You know, we also not just sell you a car and we tell you goodbye. We always try to ensure that we have proper communication, servicing options for you. I mean, with the cars we have now, you get that free servicing. And now we've added on that we also give you free battery replacement.
Oh, what?
Yeah, free battery replacement.
I had a friend that took a buy a battery yesterday, so.
See if she had one of these now.
You understand?
Yeah. So let me just run down, because for those who don't remember. So you get the free gas for 3 months, the free servicing for 36 months. Now we've added the battery replacement, the in-car Wi-Fi, registration, and now a free cleaning kit.
You know what, nothing else?
You can't ask for nothing else. That would be greedy.
I think the only thing that somebody might want to know is price range.
The price range is roughly stayed the same. It is still within our base one is as low as 98 for the new cars, and goes up to, I think it is 140 somewhere there. Okay. But as for the premium, that is the premium for the I think that one is for the CRV. That's the maxed out everything.
But all the bells and whistles.
Yeah, but on the base, with the base models, they're all close to the hundreds. Because we want them to be affordable for everyone.
Right.
And because we are C&C, Honda, Hertz, and now Isuzu, even if there's not in the new cars, and I have to mention this for the new cars, a lot of persons, when they say new, when we mean new, we mean new.
Right.
Our cars are replaced every year.
Right.
Every year, those cars show up, so there's no sale on 2017, 2018, and still calling it new. I'm not gonna call names.
Oh dear.
But
what is to there, boy?
I am just saying.
No, he's speaking for what happens at C&C Auto.
Yes, so I'm telling you, when we say new, when I tell you, hey, our cars are here, I literally mean our cars are here. You can come out now and go up by the Connery, by the Scenic Railway. You'll see them putting out the cars, still just there, wrapped up, fresh. So when we say 2021, we mean 2021.
Indeed.
And
yeah, the Jade.
Fresh.
And then even for those, as I said, we also offer for those who want, they may not be able to afford or that might not be in their market for the newer models. We still have pre-owned as well that have a good value to them.
Right.
So those start from under, I think that starts from under 85.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And and I think within that range, you have cars that are just like maybe 2019, 2020. So you
Okay.
still have,
You have options.
so you have a lot of options. We like I said, we're about customer service. We're about giving people options and giving them something for value and what they want.
Speaking of, I see that you have some other vehicles here.
Well, yes, from the HRV and the CRV should be there for you to show.
HRV, them
which
sexy
one-
too, yeah.
Yeah, let's start with the HRV.
Surprisingly, and this is my first eye always goes to the HRV
It's something
because it has
about
those smooth lines.
Yes.
I really love the front end. The styling is really nice. It's very contemporary.
It's a pretty vehicle, man.
But here's the strangest thing I've seen. Even during COVID, what I've realized is that the one that sells the fastest and the quickest is the CRV.
Space.
Without fail. Last year was the fastest one sold.
A little extra space.
Like before Katunme had, I think when we did the radio show for you, within like a week after that, they were gone.
Yeah.
But the one we do sell the most is the HRV. But the CRV goes very, very
fast,
quickly.
yeah.
And even though I made the announcement for speaking of another fast one, even though I made the announcement for the Isuzu, I will say 1/3 of the stock is already gone.
What?
So
If you're interested, you need to get up there today.
Imagine that,
yeah.
Imagine that.
Because as again, we bring leader brands. So these are brands that are known. These are brands that have been around for decades. So they have that good faith and that reliability.
Right.
So when people see them, they know. Like the most seen car on Sync is Honda.
Right.
And one of just to inform some people, because I had some questions about this, where people are like, they like the Honda, but they're like saying, well, the parts are a little expensive. Honda dealership, we are the authorized Honda dealership, so we're here on St. Kitts. A lot of persons, when they're saying those parts are expensive, they're going third party
From third party, right.
so then they would have their markup attached to them. And I've said every single time, because a lot of people are not aware that C&C is the Honda dealership. If you're looking for those parts, go down there, and one, you'll get a good price, and two, you can get the original parts.
Right.
A lot of people will say
OEM.
my car's having issue, but it's like an OEM part. It's a third-party part built by somebody else. It's not from Honda.
Right.
So then that's where you end up sometimes. I'm not saying all the time, but sometimes you get a little bit of an issue.
Right.
But if you want to ensure the smooth ride and make sure that your car runs for, as long as you need it, try and get with if you're with Honda, get the original Honda part, and where to get it is C&C Auto.
There you go. There you go.
HRV looking.
I told you, everybody loves the HRV, especially in, I think it's the molten lava, that orange. Oh Lord,
Oh yeah, that's a.
that's the first one out the gate. This and again the same thing. They'll first, I want the orange, and then they will go to the black or the white. The more they're like, what?
I love black as well.
I think it's one of those where they're like, may want be that noticed. Let me.
It look good. The vehicle looks good in the color.
But I don't know if it looks good for me to drive. But there's people out there that would absolutely love that color.
Well, I've been in the HRV. I work there, so I'm always in there. But I really, really love the comfort, the interior, the environmentals in terms of the AC. Given that I'm a person of significant length, it's very roomy for me. Especially for sedans. I'm not a person that likes a sedan just because of my height and getting in the car and out.
Exactly.
So the HRV is perfect for that. Me, because of work, I have to be going back and forth with product. It has a lot of space, and especially if you're bringing a lot of people, you have that 5-person, 5-seater, and it's not that common when they say it fit 5s and you choke up underneath.
Yeah,
when it says it
5.
fits 5, it fits that actual 5.
Right.
So it's one of those that, like I said,
fancy,
it's
my
eye-catching. It is one that you can see it like a mile away coming down the road. It's a very, very, if I could say, sexy car.
Well, somebody on the live actually used that term to describe some of the vehicles here, so you're not alone in that. You're not alone in that.
Yeah, this car has piqued my interest. I love it.
Jade, we just gotta get rich now.
Yeah.
Rich? No,
But
you
then-
don't.
But then again, yeah, you're right, because the prices really ain't that bad.
Like I said, we have that economy scale, so we always have cars within your price range. From, as I said, from the dealership, from Hertz Car Sales, all the way to Honda and Isuzu. We always try and have something within the price range. So this may not fit your budget, and that's something we're also bringing towards our financing, that you may say, hey, I'm going towards the premium top of the line HRV. But we've discussed with our financing partners with National Bank, who did an incredible job last year, which is why they're back here again this year, is that if this does not meet, we'll discuss with them and say, hey, this option might be within your price range. You can get this one, if it's something immediate. And one of the things in terms of car buying, and this is not me just saying, hey, because I want you to buy a car. In terms of manufacturing, we've been having some difficulties with the supply chain. So this is across the board for all car manufacturers. So it's been a case that, even for us, we had a question of how much we'd be able to bring in. So in terms of selling, I said, this is the time to, if you're looking at getting a car, get a car. Because going in, with the situation we're in, don't really know what 2022 is going to be. Because we thought 2021 would be a lot better.
There's no time at the present, brother. You know what you're dealing with, you work with it.
Because we thought things would be back to normal by 2021, and now we're still hoarding toilet paper. So what you gonna do?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, now we have the CRV up. We couldn't leave without giving them a little glimpse into it.
I was talking to somebody on Sunday who said they want one. I need to send them down C&C.
See, this is the love I get.
Yeah. Sunday self.
As opposed to other people, but we ain't gonna get it.
Don't call
He's
them.
back now, but he didn't hear. Kevin, after London leave, we're gonna tell you how he was on here chatting you.
No, he just need to watch the replay.
We can check the live, It's okay.
I did not chat anyone.
Okay.
I'm offended by that. I was very clear on my statements. And if he was here, I would have said them to his face.
Ah, indeed.
I see.
Honda were very upfront people.
Indeed.
So somebody on the live is asking about used cars.
Now, used cars you will see in the Hertz Car Sales brand. Now, our car ranges start from as low as $15,000, so then you're looking at a monthly of about under $400 a month, and go all the way, as I said, for the ones that are 1 year old. So you're looking at $85,000. I don't know the monthly for that, but I could, if you want, we could work that out. Next show, I could get the details for you, because I will have that in terms of the financing, which I should mention, we're bringing back the same financing again. So for the new cars, you will be having the interest rate of 4.5, 7-year repayment.
Ridiculous.
And again, this is with zero money down. And this is something I want to just do a quick discussion on. For the zero money down, a lot of persons, they will go straight for the zero, because that is the deal that is offered.
Right.
But we do recommend, like I said, you talk to the financing advisors, because it might be a case that they said, with the zero money down, you wouldn't be able to. But if you put down a portion, you would qualify. And some persons, they don't really think about that. They just think of the offer initially.
Right.
But it is a situation where you're like, hey, if you put this, then you would be able to qualify. So there's a lot of options, and we do advise that when you talk to our lending partners that you discuss these options too. We also had persons who want to go in together, or persons who as a business, and we said, again, it's always good to have these discussions to see what options that are best for you.
Something could be worked out.
Something can always be worked out.
Yeah, man.
And then, as you said, with the CRV, it has all the usual things that everybody loves, the moon roof. And this is one of those things that I know everybody doesn't think about but really love, dual USB ports. And in the premium version, wireless charging.
What?
Wireless.
Wireless.
Correctly.
Wireless.
Camille, where is up another place, eh?
Wireless. It has the Apple CarPlay and the Android Auto integration. So no back and forth, somebody touching the knobs. They can just remotely pilot the audio.
What you playing?
Technology does just make your life so much easier.
What tunes you playing in your car right now, Jade? I mean, there's just...
Wale.
Wale album, nice.
My
And
imaginary car.
then for that one, the miles per gallon is 28 to 34. So 28 in the city, 34 on the road.
Oh.
Yeah, I know I have not mentioned, but we do have one of our highest value is the Honda City, which that one is 34 to 40. We do have very limited stock in that one, but that one, if you're looking for something that would, like the fuel economy of a hatchback that gets you from A to B, the Honda City is the best option. And funny enough, both the Honda City and I will not name the brand, but the Creta from
Mm-hmm.
those are actually, if from the region that they're in, they're classed as the same car.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's interesting.
So a lot of people, I was surprised at myself when I was doing the car comparisons, and they were like, the Honda Creta and the City, they were like, no, we're on the same level.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, that's a surprise to me. So in terms of quality and service, you know, I will say there is a compare and contrast. The Honda City definitely has more miles per gallon, and it has the same storage as a Creta. It's a rearranged because, you know, you have the back seat and the back, but it does have that same storage. So I just had to mention that.
Nice. If you're looking something to zip around, something easy to pack.
And
Especially in Bastille. Oh
That's
my gosh.
that's a big issue right now.
Trust me.
Yeah. Something easy to maneuver through these streets.
So I have to mention, you know, before, you know, as we're closing down, for all of you who are interested, I do invite you to come by the dealership. We're on the Bay Road, opposite, I used to say Island Hopper, but I can't remember where that hardware store is now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can stop by there. We also have our social media. So you have Honda St. Kitts, as well as now Isuzu St. Kitts on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can do it the old-fashioned way and just call 465-9317, and then any one of our sales reps could give you as much information as you need, inform you on what your best buying options are, as well as you can maybe request, well, I shouldn't say maybe, you can request a test drive.
Awesome. Rondon, every time you come, again, it's always amazing news.
Wealth of information.
Yeah, and always make me want to go out and get new vehicles.
Buy somebody something for Christmas.
What? Well, I might gotta do that. But at the same time, I must say that I generally, you know, when I have somebody who's looking for a vehicle, I generally say check out C&C Auto.
As you should.
Yeah.
As you should. Anything else would be uncivilized.
Uncivilized.
And I got to say, he's actually brought people up there.
Yeah.
So you've gotten a commission?
No, but I mean, it's not about
You're
that. It's
doing it
about
for the love of C&C
He
Auto.
has done it because he has recognized that it is a quality brand. It is the
Value.
best option for his friends.
Yeah, value.
I'm very
Jade.
insulted you bring money into this.
Oh, Jade.
Well, you know.
But then it's always a pleasure, man. Always a pleasure.
And I like I said, I appreciate all the love you guys give me. Every time I come here, I get a lot of support from the listeners, you. So I can't wait to come back with, well, sometime I think when we launch. So we have another special thing. I was debating whether I should mention it now, but I think I'll hold off till next time.
Such a tease. But and then, just so people are aware, these cars are here. You could go and see them, touch them.
When I said they just landed. As I said,
Fresh.
we fresh with it. When we say it's a new car, we do mean it's a new car. It rolled off the assembly line. It came here, and they put it right on the lot in by Connery.
Plastic.
But we also have the dealership on the Bay Road that has all the cars there, so you can go and check them out there as well.
Nice.
So you have 2 locations. You could go take a look at our cars.
Awesome. Rondon, thanks. And of course, we're looking forward to the next time you visit with us, because we understand that it's going to be amazing news again. Big updates, big announcements. Looking forward to that. But thanks again for coming.
Thanks, yeah. And who knows? Maybe some person going to end up there.
Wow.
One of these days. Maybe.
Wow.
Maybe.
Don't call on him.
Come on, that's you.
All right, guys, we're going to be right back with more Island Tea right after this. Don't go away. Stay locked. Stay tuned.
Feel the magic happening.
Campari.
Taste. Something incredible happens when Campari is mixed just right. Like Campari and orange juice poured over ice. Taste it. Try it tonight. Bitter, sweeter, better. Campari. Must be 18 years and older. Drink responsibly.
Your favorite fruit has got a new skin with real juice within. Drink the real Fruta. Enjoy the real joy.
Taste the real Fruta. Enjoy the real Fruta. Refreshing juice of every day is Fruta.
Fruta, juiced right.
Welcome back to Island Tea with your faves, Kevin and Azim, featuring Jade, Gwenny Gwen, and it's time to jump into Eat Local with none other than our Caribbean Calypso community, Calypso legend Kurt Allen and Carissa Willett. Welcome and good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, friend of the show, Queen.
Queen, address her properly,
Queen
please.
Independent is in the studio with us, guys.
Good morning. Good morning.
She ain't cutting that kind of style. like she ain't custom to come down here. How are you doing?
You have to be humble and modest, right?
How are you doing, Carissa?
I am good. Bit tired, but I'm fine.
Are you doing? Tired waiting hits now?
Something like that.
Love it.
And of course, we have, like Kevin mentioned, Mr. Kurt Allen. Good morning, sir.
Pleasant good morning to you and everyone. It's whole St. Kitts and Nevis crew. Love in the house.
Yeah, man, for sure. It's a real honor and pleasure to have you joining us on the island this morning.
Same here, man. Same here. It's always a pleasure. I mean, St. Kitts is like another home. I spent 6 months in St. Kitts at one period. Well, 3 months. And you know, the experience was so great. I have good friends in St. Kitts. One of the strongest members of Caribbean Vision, Mr. Keishan Banker Walwin, an original member. You know, so that I always keep in touch with what's happening.
Yeah, man, for sure. And he speaks highly of you as well.
Yes, man. He's a soldier, foot soldier, man. Real soldier.
Yeah, man. But guys, you know, the reason that we have you guys here with us today is to speak about something that is happening around the region that is just so exciting. The World Calypso Clash, and is that, did I say it correctly?
Caribbean
Calypso Community.
Yeah.
CCC.
Yeah, and I mean, it's been exciting so far, but for those people listening who may not know exactly what's been happening, could you give us a rundown?
Yeah, sure. The entity behind the entire clash is called the CCC, which is the Caribbean Calypso Community. Now, as you will know that Caribbean Vision, our organization that lobbies for cultural and economic cooperation between Caribbean people and their governments, we stage a series of seminars, concerts, events in the Caribbean through the period 2001 to 2015. And what is close to our heart is our culture. What we realize that connects people, our Caribbean people. Sometimes the politics gets in the way, sometimes the music a little different, but the cultural connection is what we have. And one of the things that connects people culturally is Calypso.
Right.
Over years, we have seen a decline in the support of Calypso. We have seen a decline in the prominence of Calypso. And as you're well aware, a lot of the youth in particular, they gravitate towards the festive music now, the soca. So we thought that this initiative was important to bring people back into the fold, to let them understand that during this pandemic, you know, the Calypso and Calypsonians are still relevant. We still have a message to send to the people, and we still want to attract young people to get involved in the art form. Because Calypso represents our consciousness, while soca represents our festivity. They both go hand in hand, because that's who we are as a people. We are a conscious, festive people. So we believe that this clash, which is reminiscent of the golden age of Calypso, when you had the rivalry between Lord Melody, the Mighty Sparrow, Executor, and the Roaring Lion. And we want to bring back that type of spirit where it's not a competition, because many times we fall into the trap of competing, one win, one lose, and that breaks the whole thing down. So this is a clash, a showcase of talent. I come and I say, I have a song I have a political song, I want to go in the political category. Let me hear what you have. Come with your best shot and let me see who the people will cheer. Because at the end of the day, the whole thing is giving the people the chance to say who are the ones that impacted you the most. So the slogan is, you be the judge. No judges sitting on a panel. The people, you the people are the judge.
Oh wow! So I mean, you said quite a mouthful there, but it's so true. And I believe that initiatives like this are so important to really help to really raise Calypso back to the prominence that it deserves. But I mean, the idea of this is almost like the people's Calypso champ.
Yes. Basically, that is what it is. You know, it's really for bragging rights, because there are no prizes involved. And you know, I must say, that when I started this initiative, it came out of the bosom of the Caribbean Vision Youth Academy, trying to find out what the youth want to see in Calypso, to be able to attract them, because they have a lot of complaints about everything. You know, it's like almost you will want to believe that the young people don't like Calypso. But I'm saying that that's not true. If you look at the primary school level and sometimes even the secondary school, you still have them. But something happens when they turn 16, 17, that's when we really lose them.
Yeah.
So this project is geared towards catering for the young people as well. So that when I started this, the first thing I did is to assemble a team of top regional Calypsonians, the senior Calypsonians, the ones who represented the foundation and the traditions of the music. Hence the 5 team leaders that will be leading the teams into battle. From St. Kitts and Nevis, you have King Socrates. From Grenada, you have a 9-time Calypso monarch, King Scholar. Out of the global Goliaths, we have Queen Tigress, who's an icon, you know, almost like one of the godmothers of Calypso.
Right.
In Guyana, out of Guyana, we have 2-time Calypso monarch and 2-time Chutney monarch, Mr. Roger Hines, another foundation. His father was the late great Bill Rogers, one of the real stars of Calypso in the early 30s, 40s.
Right.
And of course, the TNT Punishing Punishers is led by yours truly, Lars Bajan. So what we try to do is to get the senior Calypsonians to be the foundation and to showcase, to say, okay, we are making a step towards attracting young people into the art form by signing on to this project and by inviting, you know, the entire community to support. One of the main things that we have in each team is a rookie, somebody who is fairly unknown, so that you get a chance to expose and discover new talent. So it's a properly balanced structure that we hope to create that balance between the young and the not so old. I don't want to call them old men.
Mature. The seasoned.
The young and the not so young.
The seasoned, the veterans, right? But I mean, yes, and this is like franchises, because it's not like it's all St. Kitts Calypsonians on the St. Kitts team or all Trinidadians on the Trinidadian team. Is that what's happening?
It's similar to the CPL, where you have a franchise to be based in a particular country, but the captain or the leader and the players are from all over. So, for example, in the TNT Punishers team, we have St. Kitts represented through our lovely queen, the queen of the pack, the only queen in the pack, Queen Independent.
Aye.
She represents St. Kitts on the Punishers team.
So you snatch up Independent from us?
One time.
By y'all in playing, y'all draft Independent.
Went straight to Grenada, and we got 9-time Calypso monarch out of Grenada, King Ajamu. Right? And then we have out of Antigua, no stranger, just a musical danger. That's King Onion, formerly of the band Burning Flames. He's represented on the TNT Punishers team. And of course, we have Impulse from Trinidad and Tobago, the Humor King. And our rookie is Shaquille McIntosh, a 12-year-old sensation who sings both calypso and soca. So that gives you an idea that the teams, although one is called TNT Punishers and one is called the Grenada Rebels, and the Guyana Gladiators, in terms of their representation on the team, there are many nationalities from throughout the Caribbean. Even King Baker, who started the Extempo Challenge, he's on the global Goliaths team. The Tigress is the leader.
Oh,
so
wow.
that, you know, we have some nice names involved. We have Fire Empress. We have Andy Blood Armstrong out of Square One, formerly of Square One from Barbados. We have Adrian Clark. We have Crazy Inspector out of Grenada. It's Militant. We have a Hunter from Dominica. We have a whole list.
The whole Caribbean is represented in this thing.
Yes, y'all went with the whole Caribbean, man.
Lady Dean is representing St. Lucia.
Imagine that. But one of the things that you mentioned just now, that one of your team members is actually a 12-year-old.
Wow.
Yes, Shaquille McIntosh. He's the rookie. Every team is mandated that they must have a rookie on their team. So I chose Mr. Shaquille McIntosh, who is a very prominent, he's a 2-time junior soca monarch. He's a chutney monarch. he's just a sensational act. Many have been comparing him to Marshall Montano.
Oh wow!
In terms of his vibe. Now I came from that Marshall Montano era. As a matter of fact, the first time Marshall Montano took the stage, I was present because we were competing in the National Junior Calypso Monarch competition of 1984. And I can tell you, since I've seen Marshall, the only person I could compare that energy to on stage, from all the youths that I've seen, who have different talents and different ways of expressing in different areas, in terms of the Marshall energy, Shekel McIntosh is definitely carries that potential.
Oh, wow.
Sometimes we don't want to put any burden and say he's the next Marshall. I'm not into that.
Right.
Because sometimes you look at track and field and you see a youth running fast, and you see the next Usain Bolt. He has the potential to be the next Usain Bolt.
So it seems like we might have had a little hiccup in the transmission there, but Queen, you have now been a part of this, and this has already started. Have you had any clashes as yet?
Yes.
How did you fare in your clash?
Well, my team captain was the one who I let judge me, because of course the people is the judge.
Right.
Of course, he might be a little bit biased.
A little bit biased.
But he definitely spoke about the song and the arrangement and all of these things, saying that based on what people was telling him, that the round belonged to me.
Nice.
When I got the call, I'm a fangirl of Kurt.
Right.
So I was super excited about the clash and everything that it entails. But one of the most important things is the Caribbean, bringing the Caribbean community together. We did it for the song that we gave the contribution to the COVID situation. When we sang We Got This. And now this is a different way of coming together and showcasing our different cultures, personalities, talents, whatever you may, in an art form that is, whether we like it or not, slowly dying. The youth involvement in Calypso right now, even in St. Kitts, is almost non-existent. If you're looking at a scenario, then you have myself and maybe 3 or 4 others that's under the age of 30 that's actually singing Calypso in the senior monarch. And you have seen a great decline in the persons that are actually entering the primary school, junior, and the junior monarch itself.
Wow.
So if we could find a way to, I'll use Kurt words, pass the ball,
right,
and get more young people involved, kind of change the dynamics of Calypso, because yes, a lot of young people think that Calypso is boring, quote unquote. But if we teach them how to compose their own songs, if we teach them how to write, if we actually give them the tools to change what they call boring and make it more entertaining to them, then we can definitely change the way that they view Calypso. Because, soca is ga. But we have the message. And you could find a nice way in giving the message and also making it fun and exciting for you.
Right.
Conris was the one who changed Calypso in St. Kitts, whether we like to say it or not. He came with a totally different style compared to what we are accustomed to here.
Right.
It was still Calypso, but it was modernized.
Right.
And if we lost that when he left, so now we have to find a way to create what is missing in Calypso. Because I'm not going to adapt to something that you did 100 years ago.
Right.
Then there will be no change.
Yeah.
So of course,
and things that don't evolve don't grow, they're dead.
Correct.
Anything that doesn't evolve and grow is dead. And I think that we have to recognize that part of what will ensure that Calypso stays with us is that it continues to evolve, it continues to change, it continues to reflect the times in which it's being produced. So, and you know, the good thing is though, I as much as we have seen declines and we've seen like maybe a lack of a decrease in interest, I still believe we have such good Calypso talent. You know, Calypsonians like yourself. You spoke about some of the other young Calypsonians under 30. Off the top of my head, I could think of like a Genesis.
Correct.
I could think of
Sensation.
And then don't bother talk about Nevis. Nevis have some good youngsters. I mean, I could Akido and Invincible.
Invincible is still a junior.
Yeah, he's still a junior, but that's what I'm saying. So you have a couple of juniors who I think
Invincible is actually the rookie for St. Kitts.
Oh, for real?
Yes, he is.
Nice. So he's even involved in this competition.
Correct.
But could you describe like what does it look like? Is it live performances of your song? Is the songs played like a recording of the song? Like what is it? Like how does it happen?
It's a video recording. So you see like how we had in Carnival where there is a set backdrop, we do the same thing. So we pre-record and send, and then the show is open now for you to come and enjoy the best of the Caribbean.
All right, so for people who are interested in looking on and being a part of this, how do we look at it? How do we know exactly when the new shows are, when the upcoming shows are and stuff like that?
That's a question that Kurt will have to answer because he's the boss.
But is there any social media for this particular competition?
Gale TV is who carries the show itself.
Right.
And you can on Fridays you could catch the show. They will tell you what is happening and so forth. You can go on either Facebook or on the site itself.
Gale TV.
Yes.
And that is spelled
Gayle, Gale TV.
Gale TV.
Or Gale Caribbean. Either one will come up.
All right. So guys, if you're interested in learning more about the competition, the upcoming rounds, want to view the rounds, check out Gale TV and you'll be able to get information in regards to how you could see the show. I think it streams on the Tego app, does it?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, the Tego app, for those of you who know about that, it is available on the Tego app. So I for one I'm really looking forward to the upcoming rounds, especially knowing that we have so much of our local talent involved in.
Yes, we have four. King Socrates,
right?
Queen Diva, Invincible.
Diva in there?
Yes, she's on Team St. Kitts.
Okay.
Invincible and myself.
Wow, so we have 4 Kittitians coming up against Kittitians regionally.
Yes, head to head.
Head to head. Like I like this. I like this.
Like it's a win for us anyway.
Oh yeah. But for me, I like the nature of the event. Like the idea of a clash between two Calypsonians. Like and then the people judge and that kind of thing. Like I like that format. Right. So how do we how do they determine who wins? Eventually, like what's the end goal?
The people chooses. So for the first one, seeing that it's new, it's an exhibition round. So it's kind of like a guideline for what is next. So they will make correct. They make all the mistakes now. They do what they have to do now, and then the next round, 2022, they'll be fully equipped to see what is needed, how we can go forward. And by that time, our dear friend Corona should give us a little more freedom, hopefully, so that we can do it bigger and better.
Yeah, for sure.
Of course, new captains and young captains, because Kurt is a advocate for young talent. He gets excited when he talks to young people or young people gets involved in calypso, in soca. He sings both.
Yeah, for sure.
So he gets excited about young people involvement in the art form altogether.
But you see, and again, I just want to apologize for, on behalf of Curtis, since we're having some internet issues. But Curtis, somebody, JB might need to just have come back on the show so we could talk about him.
Easy. That's
yeah,
easy.
for sure. Like, he's a legend in his own right.
Correct.
A legend in his own right.
We shall have a follow-up with him.
For sure.
Correct. He, most of you would know his most popular song, The Bright, which won him the Monarch. He has a Young King, a Calypso Monarch, an International Soca Monarch, Road March, Labor Day, seven Best Social Commentary Awards, 5 Best Political Composer Award, 4 National Calypso Monarch awards, 2 Trini, 1 St. Lucia, 1 Antigua, 1 Dominica, 1 Grenada. So he has been around the world.
Yep.
He making me feel like, man, really.
Doing not with your life.
Boy.
Like, why do
I feel super.
so inadequate?
Yes,
What?
he's an amazing.
My word.
He's an amazing writer.
But Carissa, unfortunately, time has run us down. We have just about 4 minutes left in the show, well, today's show, and like we honestly appreciate you guys shining the light on this, because I feel like a lot of people wasn't aware that this is happening, and the more people that rally around these type of things, the more that the calypso art form can strive and continue and be passed down, to generations, especially by one of the best things ever created.
I love a calypso. I thought like that.
So you have any last words for us before you leave?
Just want to encourage the young people to, get involved in the art form. It doesn't have to be calypso, but soca, something. And if you do like calypso, find a way to recreate it, find a way to bring your own style and flair to it. I'm asking writers to lend a hand in helping some of the young people, not writing for them, but teaching them how to write, giving them
craft, yeah.
Correct, giving them the tools so that they can come out and contribute to not only carnival, but of course calypso is an all-year thing. Because look at, we having this session now in the middle of the year. It started earlier, so now it kind of in the center, the battlefield, but just come out and try a thing. Just try a thing. And also to the composers, you can also teach them, sound and melody and all of these things. Noah Mills is very good at it, and it's just now to move forward and try to get the thing up and running again.
Well, I mean, based on these things that are happening now, these kinds of initiatives, I do believe that they go a long way in really helping to preserve the art form and to get people interested in the art form. And, hopefully calypso is something that will be with us forever.
Correct. Hopefully.
Yep, that you're going to be with us forever.
Because out of calypso came soca, so I wondering what will come out of soca.
Alex Fetvan.
There is a song that says, calypso is the father and soca is the child. So maybe by the next 20 years, maybe next time, 20 years, calypso may be the grandfather.
Well, so what Wailers be? Wailers may be something. Wailers may be the stepchild.
Adopted child.
The adopted child.
I honestly think St. Kitts is the only place that calls them Wailers,
The Wailers are the St. Kitts thing.
Yeah.
The closest thing to what we do is probably Buya, out of Dominica. So, But yeah, guys, it's been great. Look, go check out Gale TV. Look on the Tega app. Reach out to Carissa, and how people could keep in touch with what you're doing, Queen.
Well, Kurt's Facebook is up. You can go on it and see all the updates of what is happening.
Mm-hmm.
And he tags me to everything, so you could see it on my Facebook also. And of course, on Gale TV, everything would come up. And
your Facebook is?
K-Will.
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 Right.
K-A-Y Will.
And also you can look up CCC also. And they would give you all the information.
And that is Caribbean Calypso Clash.
Caribbean Calypso Community.
Caribbean Calypso Community. So guys, again, keep in touch with what's going on. Keep up with it. Prepare yourself to witness some amazing Calypso clashes and be a part of exactly what's happening here. But guys, it's hump day.
It's Wednesday. We made it we made it. 2 more days to go. And then we have to do this all over again. Because the weekend don't really count. It's like 1.5.
Tell us, But guys, it's hump day. And again, want to encourage everybody to stay safe. Deal with people with love and grace. Respect yourself. And guys, remember, the insecure girls just want you to teach them things.
What the heck? Come on, wrap up.
That's all I really want in life, you understand? But guys, for all you guys who join us on Facebook, all you guys who watch us on YouTube, and you guys who listen to us on the radio, appreciate it. If you want the people who listening to us on replay, because you have to be working on your bus, don't let you put in your headphones them. I appreciate the effort. A lot of y'all listen after the 8 to 10 slot.
And they listen when they can.
Yes.
We appreciate you.
And make sure you share and tell a friend. And probably just like gangster them and make them maybe tie them to a seat while you play ILT. They only got play it once, yeah? Once you listen it once.
And subscribe after that.
Yeah, once you listen to it once, that's it.
Yeah,
it's over.
I feel so too.
But guys, again, it's been a pleasure. And we're going to be back here tomorrow, 8 to 10, right here with Media SKN and with Media Win FM,
yes.
98.9. But before we go, of course, we have to hear from the Prosecco Papi, the Joker Frigate Bear, the Chapstick Don, the Slim God, the Freak of Neatness, Fred Van, himself, the man Kevin Hanley.
Tis me. Because remember that you can't be everybody's cup of tea because you is not a mug. We'll see you tomorrow.
Run to Hosford's Furniture and Appliances in Ashley Furniture Home Store now